Hey guys, welcome back to day 9 of Clevprof's Advent Calendar. Now, today we are going to go straight in and find out what we are building. If you have missed what all of this is about, then I am building a wintry village every day leading up until Christmas. There is a playlist in the description and you can find all of the videos there. So today we are going to be building whatever pops out of this randomizer, and we are going to be building a stocking and make it giant. This one should be relatively easy. So to make a giant stocking, there are many ways that I could do it. I could kind of make it a bit 3D. I could do pixel art. Lots of different ways that I could do it. I could use armor stands, whatever. But I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to build it here, and I'm just going to kind of make a giant stocking. It kind of makes sense to be near Santa's sleigh with all the presents. And yeah, we will fill it full of presents. Thinking kind of the end of the stocking can be here and it can be this big, although that will obstruct the elf and the sleigh. So maybe what I'll actually do is I will put it over here in this space there. Yeah, that sounds good. So I'm just playing around with shape, and I think I've got a rough shape, although I think the stocking probably needs to go a bit bigger. I'm liking the shape of the foot. This bit's looking a bit awkward to me. But what I want to try and do is just kind of lay out where it is, and then we will work on making it 3D. So I'm going to play around with the shape a bit more and hopefully find a shape that looks good. So I think I am happy with this shape now. Now we've got to work out how we make it 3D. I'm probably going to use this as a central kind of point and then kind of round it out. And then once we've got the shape, we can add the detail. The only bit of detail I have added is the white at the top, just because it helped with working out the shape. But yeah, let's now make it 3D. The stocking is now built, but it is looking a bit bland. I'm liking the 3D-ness. It took a while to get the shape, but yeah, it's looking a bit bland, just red and white. So I think what would be quite fun is to add a load of color and detail to this, and then later on we can add some presents to the top up here. So I think a good way to do this would be to have the stocking be stripy. So kind of have a stripe going around, but kind of have the stripes waving, zigzagging, all sorts of fun things all the way down to the bottom. Now I've chosen a color palette. It is green, red and white, which of course is very Christmassy. You can see we've used a lot of that kind of color all over our Christmas village. But yeah, I think the first thing that I want to do is kind of just have a diagonally green line like this, and then follow that by a diagonally, that was hard to say then, white one that's a bit maybe maybe like that, and then have green on the other side. Yeah, I think that would work if that went all the way around. Then let's have some red, gap of 2, I think. And then let's have a green stripe just like that. And then maybe what we could have is we could have a kind of wavy one, a bit more, not quite zigzag, but kind of wave. So let's try and have a white one, a bit like, bit like that. So it kind of goes around. Yeah, I think that is a good start. I will just do this on all sides. There we go, just like that. We have the same pattern repeating all the way around. I did have to make, is this one right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, something's gone a little bit wrong here, but I will, of course, correct that. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this is turning out so far. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the toe, and then we will kind of create a little pattern that can kind of connect them up. But yeah, something's gone a bit strange over here, so I will correct that, and then we can come up with a pattern. So that's all fixed, and I've already noticed that there is a face here. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's a little person wearing a crown. I have added a little green stripe below. It's not the most even because it's a funky number, but I think this looks pretty cool. And now let's turn to the toe of the stocking. And I think we want to kind of have all of this one color, maybe up to about here. And then maybe we'll have a couple of bands like that. So let's have the toe itself be white like that, I think. And then we'll have a red band, a green band, and a white band. And then we will somehow connect these up. So I'll put these in, and then we can see what happens next. There we go, nice and easy. Now, how to connect these up? This is where it's going to get a bit more challenging. I think having a kind of white circle here would look pretty cool. So where's that going to be? That's probably going to be somewhere about there, is that right? Maybe a block lower. So it'd be just like that. And I'll obviously fill that in with white in a second. Just getting where it's going to be. Is that right? It's hard to tell. It's not centered. So maybe because we're working on odd numbers, it needs to be somewhere about there. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think it's a bit big now. So I think possibly having a kind of couple of rings would be quite cool. And then we could build out over to here. Ooh, that looks really cool. It looks like a bit of holly now. Obviously, we've got our reef over there. So yeah, I like that, having kind of the red and the green and the diagonals looking like a bit of holly. I think we probably want the red circle to be there, but then we'll have some kind of maybe a green band all the way around like that. it really is just kind of experimenting and seeing what looks good at this stage. So I noticed that this area was looking a little blank, and it just so happened to work out really nicely that we can do some stripes going down, and I think that looks really, really cool. Obviously we haven't done the circle on this side yet, but if we pop over to this side, I think we just kind of need something around here, and in all honesty that might be another green band, so let's try that and add the circle on the other side. And there we go. If we just do a full 360 of it, you can see how cool this looks. I'm so happy with it. I love the patterns. It's been really fun to kind of just play with patterns in Minecraft. It's something that I haven't really done before. And yeah, you can see it, but now let's work on adding some presents. And we now have a load of presents filling up the stocking. We've got a candy cane hanging over here, a present on the edge right there, and wherever you look there is presents everywhere. But can I let you guys into a secret? Promise you won't tell anyone. Do you promise? You do? Okay, well, have a look at this. It's actually empty, but don't tell anyone. It's all a facade. Hopefully your stocking, guys, isn't like that, but yeah, that is going to be it for today, guys. Just a reminder again, this is a series and you can find a link to all the videos that have happened so far. I'm releasing one video every day up until Christmas, and you can find a link to all of the previous videos in the description and on the end screen. If you want to catch all future videos, this is day 9, so we've still got quite a few days to go, then please be sure to subscribe, and while you're down there, if you liked the video, then be sure to hit the like button. That's about it. Thanks for watching. My name's been Clevprof. Bye!